Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome back to Ludington. This will be episode 4 in the series, and today we're going to jump in where we left off last time in terms of adding a bit of industrial area, and then we've got the grid extended. We need to turn off some traffic lights, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and jump in. We have a city that is coming together quite nicely, I think, and what I want to do is a little bit of maintenance in terms of traffic. Prevention, at least. Oh, look, Boomtown. We have another tile unlocked. We can do buses now, which is good, but I don't think we quite need them. And trams. Trams we might talk about a little bit. But let's come in here. We're going to switch these all to stop signs. We don't need anything here. Any traffic lights, I mean. Now, here we do want a traffic light. There are two avenues coming together. We'll go like this. Now, I know a lot of people often wonder why I do so many dirt roads. And we're probably at a point where I can mention the answer to that, which is that in the beginning, your dirt roads cost a lot less than your regular roads. And we'll look at that in just a moment. But you can generally get a lot more bang for your buck with the dirt roads early on than you can with paved roads, because you really don't need the paved roads. The traffic can handle these dirt roads just fine. It just means that the speed limit is a little bit slower, but you can see we have 94% traffic, so that is very good. Now the dirt roads, we'll verify this real quick. The cost is 19 cents per week, or $20 per cell to build, versus $40 per cell and 32 cents per week for upkeep. So that is one way that I get my budget to do well. Now unemployment is going down. We're down to 9%. So I feel like we could add some more people. We're going to come over here. Just continue extending our residential space over this way. Now power, I don't want the power line to be in my zoning, so we're going to come down like this. We're going to take this power line out, like that. And then we can fill in a little bit more zoning here. Now that is going to be a park, so we're going to wait on that. And we'll just get like all of this zoned in. Then we have demand for more commerce as well, so we can come along here and get a little bit more in here. And now we probably, unemployment is very low, so we're going to come in and add a little bit more industrial, which this is about as big as the industrial I want to see here. So we can consider buying another tile to get another industrial pocket. But, I mean, this is going to cause a bit of traffic, especially coming down this way. It looks like most of the traffic is coming that way to get to our industrial area, which is fine, but something to keep an eye on. And I think we're pretty much at about the point where the expansion is the end of that 1850 to 1870 boom. So soon we might expand a little bit further. And what I want to do is take a look at resources. We have a little bit of farmland out here. We could put a farm in and then eventually take that back out. Because farms, I mean, the farms are going to need to be further out from the city. I'm planning on getting these 6 tiles, or these 9 tiles in here will be where we have the main part of the city. And I think what we'll end up doing is probably getting some farming out on this side of the highway. I don't think we want to do that just yet. I think we're going to keep on with the regular zoned industry for a while. I have an autosave here. There we go. Which does mean that we're going to need to fit some more in somewhere. And I think we could put more out this way, along this rail line. Or we could buy and start adding... We could move over into this tile, which would connect us a little bit more to the highway. We could get a little bit of industry near this rail, which is kind of where I'm planning to put it anyway. But let's check our unemployment. 6%. We can add more people in the meantime, while we're thinking of what we want to do. We do need some water over here, though. So we're going to bring this down here, like that, and then come over this way. There you go, have some water. Be happy, be merry. Let's get one more here. That wasn't quite where I wanted it, but that's alright. And then let's just keep adding more population. And then we're going to talk about trams. So I think trams... Actually, I need to research when trams showed up. Whether it's in this era, I think it might be... We're going to wait until the next era, closer to the 20th century. But like the late 19th century, I think we might add a couple trams into the city, as people started to find that it was taking longer to get around. But I'm really torn on where I want to expand next. It's going to take some thinking, but now we're getting... Unemployment is up a bit higher again. So let's just throw a little bit more in here. So we have that industry. We have a little bit more over here in Riverside. And then this highway is starting to get busier and busier, especially when you come in here. So a lot of people want to come this way and then go there. We don't have a ton of traffic coming from the highway over here. But it is it's fun to see how this is developing. Let's come back, and unemployment is creeping up a little bit, or I think it's actually creeping down. We're going to add a little bit more commerce along this road here. And then also extend out this way. We don't have any schools yet, but that's because I don't want to spend the money on them, and we don't really need them. Eventually we will definitely add them. You know what we do need soon, though? I don't think we have any cemeteries. We definitely need to get a cemetery in. Let's actually slow this down for a minute. Now, cemeteries are in this tab. We also need more sewage, apparently. So let's get a sewage outflow. We can move... Actually, we want to keep it here, because we can't... Over here, the water just flows this way anyway, so we're going to just have to keep it over here and hope that soon we get to the stuff. Now, oh, we need power as well. Let's get a new power plant out in this area, like there. And we need another water tower, which we will put the water tower right here, like that. So now that should be all three things. Yep, okay. So that covers that. Now we can go back to talking about death care. Problem is that a cemetery is not going to fit in the blocks that we have. So we're going to have to take out a road to get a cemetery in here. but I think that does make sense. And maybe we have one near the historic district, which would be like the original cemetery. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Like that. I like that. So now another thing I want to do is I want to come in here. We're going to name these roads. So this is Washington. This one will be Adams Street. But we're going to have it end here. Okay. And this is going to be Jefferson Street. And actually, this can come down to there. This one can come down to there. Jefferson. Let me get my list real quick so that I don't mess this up. Street names. Okay. Madison is next. Wait. This one is Madison. And I'm naming these after U.S. presidents, if that was not obvious. I think I mentioned that in a previous episode, but Monroe. I feel like this is a very American thing to do in towns. You get a lot of streets named after presidents. That goes down to there. Then this is going to be Quincy, because the next one was John Quincy Adams, and we already have an Adams, so we're going to do that. This can be Quincy as well. On the other side there. Then this is Jackson. Have it come out to there, and it ends down there. Then we have Van Buren. Can go to there and there. Excellent. Then Harrison. And we want to end the presidents. So this era was built, I think this was up until 1850, or no, it started in 1850. So they would have planned it out and picked the presidents up to that date. So we're going to do most of the ones that were in there. Tyler, Polk goes over to there. And then Taylor goes to there. And then there's just one more in here. Fillmore. There we go. So that is those streets. At another time, we're going to name the streets going the other direction, which are just going to be numerical, like first, second, third, fourth, and so on. But I think what we'll probably do is go from here. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out at some point. We have a forest fire over there that we don't really have a way to fix that. At this stage, at least. So unemployment is 5%. We can add more people, although that is still filling in. So let's wait to see what we do there. Let's talk real quick about Fort Ludington. So what I want to do is we want to have a city park here. We're going to have a small park main gate here. And we're going to take that out, and we're going to get that there. So very good. It's a level 1. And we are going to bring a path in here to about here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm torn between having a fence where the original park was, or where the original walls of the fort were, and having, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll bring this in like that. And then we're going to have a wood fence like this. And it's going to come around, say like right here, go straight out this way, and then angle a little bit, and angle that way, and come down here. Now what I want is this snapping back on, because I want this to be a pretty straight line here. And the dog is getting antsy, but we are going to bring this down to there, get those connected, that's good, and then bring this over that way. Come on, I want to connect to the next spot, which is not going to be that node there. I want to connect this node, yes, right there. That is the connection. No, wait. There we go. Except we're going to have to add this in here and there, because then we're going to come in here like that. Okay, let me grab the dog real quick and get her on my lap. Alright, sorry about that. So now we have the basis of the original fort. And what we can do is we can then come in here. We're going to get an info booth inside the fort. We'll put a cafe outside and restrooms. And really, we're not going to have too much in this fort. Although we will have some old cannons here. I mean, that definitely is fitting. Just get 4 cannons right there. And I don't know what else we're going to want in here, but that is going to be the start of it. And that is almost enough entertainment that it will level up, which is good. But we will get a little bit more water out this direction. Like that. And I feel like we should add one more thing in here. Let's get a park plaza just kind of centered in here, I guess. Kind of like a little memorial. And then I think we have props. Which one are the props? This one. Where is... There we go. We want a rider statue. And we will get one of these. We'll have 2 of these, actually. One here. And one here. It's kind of the entrance to the fort. Very good, I like that. And then we'll get a little kiosk right here, so that people have to like buy a ticket to get into the center area there. Very good, and that definitely gives us the entertainment, so Fort Ludington will level up eventually. Let's check unemployment is low again. So let's add some more residences in here and fill out the rest of that space. Now this is starting to be a little bit of a busier road, but not like that one is. Alright, now let's check city services real quick. Landfill, our landfill is almost full. So what we're gonna do is we'll end up putting a landfill out this way. I think we need a little bit more water as well. This can come down to there, and then this can come this way. And I feel like the landfill We could put it in this little hill here. Kind of continue that trend of dumping stuff over in this direction. I think we'll do that. We're going to bring this road like that. We'll get another landfill here. Although I wonder, what's the difference here? 240 per week, 160. But the recycling center costs a lot more. So we'll just put that right there and get landfill. Okay. Then education, we don't have any schools yet. We're not going to worry about that. Death care, we have plenty of capacity in our cemetery. Crime, we really only have coverage over there. So the crime rate is a little bit high, but we're going to leave that be. The same with fire hazard. That is pretty high. I think we should probably add another fire station. We'll get one over in this direction. Right there. Going to cover that area. Then public transit, we don't have to worry about. Traffic is still doing fine. Alright, so I think that is all that we're going to do. And we will leave it here. So today, oh, look at that, busy town. We are really growing pretty quickly. But there's not too much I want to do here. We can do highways now, I believe, yeah. Or at least bigger highways. Anyway, that is the busy town. So anyway, that is all we're going to do today. I hope you liked the video. We expanded a bit in this direction and that direction. We added a little bit in Fort Ludington. And yeah. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.